on our webinar this morning, and this is the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Marketing Review. So again, thank you for joining us today. In the next 45 minutes, we will provide a general review of our marketing tools and resources and how to find them, as well as offer suggestions on how to apply them to your daily marketing strategies. And I'll also be sharing anything new that we have. This is not a training event. If you have a specific question, please enter it in the chat or question box in your control panel, as I will be monitoring those throughout the presentation. And you can always sign up for learning sessions on FloridaRealtyTraining.com or through the Learn Center resource provided by Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices National at BHHSresource.com. This session will also be recorded, so we are going to review a lot of information very quickly today, but keep in mind that this video will be made available on our YouTube channel where you can access it at any time. I will also email the link directly to the YouTube video to all of the attendees today, so you'll have it as an easy reference. So a little bit about the company. I can't believe we're in 2017. We don't have all the statistics yet for 2016, but just some information for you to share with your customers. In 2015, we closed over $3.1 billion in sales volume. And that means over 15,700 transaction sides closed, leases executed, and title policies issued. As a statewide company, we operate in 42 locations, serving 19 counties with approximately 1,800 sales professionals. And this just shows the strength of the company behind you and the power of the network behind you as well. Speaking of the network, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices nationally currently has over 42,000 sales professionals among 1,200 offices throughout 47 states. Again, the power of the networking and the brand. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is the fastest growing real estate network ever, and we're very glad that you're a part of that with us. A little bit about Berkshire Hathaway as a company. According to the Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the 4th largest public company in the world, larger than Chase, Wells Fargo, and Apple. The current price of the company's A-share stock is a whopping $244,000 per share, with a market cap of over $400 billion. Yeah, that's billion with a B. And Berkshire Hathaway proudly employs nearly 378,000 people and owns more than 55 companies throughout the country, including a lot of the companies that you see on the screen. And I'm sure you may not even have known that all of these companies are part of the Berkshire Hathaway network, including Dairy Queen, Pampered Chef, See's Candy, and Heinz Ketchup. And we're proud to be among those companies. Berkshire Hathaway is globally recognized, respected, and admired, not only from the consumer standpoint, but from some of the top publications such as Fortune, Barron's, and Forbes. We have all of these marketing flyers available to you that you can share with your customers whenever you're on a listing appointment or speaking with your buyers of why they want to do business with you, including, again, we have this power of the brand, our ranking as among the top 50 companies, and our celebrating 17 years, which we'll update this year to be 18. But all of these statistics about our company can be found on our intranet under Market Your Listings, Listing Presentation Materials. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices has national brand awareness ads in the top publications for real estate throughout the country and the world. Between duPont Registry, Robb Report, Unique Homes, and the brand's luxury magazine Prestige, the circulation is over 1.8 million views. BerkshireHathawayHS.com is the brand's global website, and they just expanded their website to include multi-language. And they did that earlier last year, and the site features language, measurement, and currency translation in 10 different languages on all of the properties. So not only do all of our Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices listings get translated, but all of the IDX properties. So it is one of the top destinations for consumers worldwide when they're searching for real estate. A lot of the other national brands, they only are able to translate their own listings, but Berkshire Hathaway took the initiative to translate all of the IDX properties available. And this is a really nice thing to share with your sellers whenever you're on a listing appointment, because you never know where that next buyer is coming from. Speaking of global exposure, Berkshire Hathaway nationally also, for any residential property over $200,000, syndicates your listing on to over 70 websites throughout 37 countries on 5 continents. And this marketing flyer is available to you as well on our intranet and on the BHHS Resource Center. We hope that you make this as part of your presentation as well when you're on a listing appointment. So back to BerkshireHathawayHS.com. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework if you haven't done so already. What you want to do is go to this website and search for you as a consumer would. And whenever you do that, you can also, if you happen to speak another language, make sure that your additional language is viewable as well. And if it's not, please let us know, because we add that to your profile not only on the national site but also on our company site as well. And we also give that information to our relocation department in case we need a realtor who speaks your language in your service area. So whenever you find you, if you have active listings in the MLS currently, you want to make sure you have this tab, View My Listings. And thank you, Pam, for being our realtor of, that we're showing today. So under the View My Listings tab, make sure all of your active listings will display. And we pull that information directly from the MLS, so it gets updated as quickly as possible. So again, if you have active listings, you want to make sure that you have that View My Listings tab available on the national website. You can easily find your listings quickly by going to BerkshireHathawayHS.com/MLS number. And this is important because this is where I would, once your property is in the MLS and online, I would find your listing on the national website, copy this link, send it to your seller, as well as use the share button either on the national website, our company website, or as a PRIMA agent, your own website, and share this listing on your social media. You can quickly and easily advertise and share that property across all social media platforms just by using the share button. Also on the website, you'll see a link to the virtual tour, larger photos, as well as a really cool aerial view. That the aerial view is automatically populated whether or not you have that photo in the MLS. We also partner with Zillow, and you want to make sure that your profile is up to date on Zillow. And you do that by going to Zillow.com, clicking on the sign in or join, and make sure your profile is there with your current phone number, a link to your website, as well as your photo. And this is really important because Berkshire Hathaway nationally sends all of our listings directly to Zillow, where you're always listed as the top listing agent on the property details page. And trust me, your sellers will look. Zillow owns Trulia, so they send all of the active listings that are on Zillow over to Trulia as well. And on Trulia, you are also listed as the listing agent on your property on the property details page. You do not need to create a separate profile on Trulia because everything gets filtered on Trulia from Zillow profile. We also partner with the Wall Street Journal, where all of our listings go to thewallstreetjournal.com and where you're listed as a listing agent. And these sites are really important because I would actively go to these sites and find the link to your property and send it to your seller. Also, for any properties that you list $1 million and above, it also goes on Wall Street Journal's mansionglobal.com website, which is its highlighted, beautifully designed luxury website. So your properties are listed here as well for anything $1 million and above. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices boasts this very strong social media footprint. So if you haven't done so already, I would connect, follow, like, and retweet things from the social media platforms from Berkshire Hathaway National. It allows you to stay on top and in touch with everything that's going on from a brand perspective. And you can easily connect with all of the social media platforms with Berkshire Hathaway nationally by going to the website BerkshireHathawayHS.com, going to the lower right-hand corner, and clicking on any of the social media icons. Oh yeah, and we tweet all of our new listings as well. We use our partners at Paradym to do this for us. So anytime you take a new listing and you have at least 6 photos in the MLS, we'll automatically create a virtual tour and a video for you that gets sent to YouTube directly from your Paradym account, and then we tweet about it and link consumers right back to your listing. Talking about homework, if you haven't done so already, please go to our company website at BHHSFloridaRealty.com and connect with our social media platforms as well, including our YouTube channel, where you can later find this recorded session of our marketing review webinar. We also partner with Realtor.com, where we are company showcase, which is now called the Advantage Pro listings with Realtor.com. Now on Realtor.com, for all of our PRIMA agents, you're listed as the top listing agent with your profile, as well as a custom Cabernet banner on all of our listings. The International MLS, which is the IMLS.com, is kind of a newer global platform with more than over 1 million listings throughout 60 countries and growing every day. We send the IMLS a direct feed of all of our company listings as well. So when you're talking to your sellers, you can tell them not only is your property listed in your local MLS, but we also feed it to the International MLS where it will be displayed as well. We also partner with the World Property Journal, and the WorldPropertyJournal.com is currently the #1 ranked global real estate news site in the world today by Google. So we send a direct feed of all of our listings, your listings, directly to World Property Journal as well. So this is also a nice thing to share with your sellers. All of these portals that I'm talking about are found on what we call our Path of a Listing. And you can download Path of a Listing diagram from the homepage of our intranet, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. If you haven't checked out Wiki Realty ever or lately, you may want to do so. WikiRealty.com is an online town square where people gather to share local knowledge about both residential and commercial real estate. It has a mobile and a web platform which makes it easy for you to share local insight. It is a free service that I hope you take advantage of. We partner with Wiki Realty to provide them also a direct feed of all of our listings, and I encourage you to set up your free profile and claim your listings where you can have a discussion with the online consumer where you can provide local insight that is not able to come through a data feed. Maybe there's an opening of a Starbucks close by, or they're working on a new shopping center, or a new park or field, or how the local market is in that area. You can have discussions and reach out to those consumers that are looking online. And Google loves this platform because it is local, hyper-local insight which only you as the top realtor for your listings and the area can provide. So again, it's a free service. You can start blogging about your area, select a farm area, target specific people, as well as be promoted, hopefully, by the content that you provide through Google. Another tip, if you haven't done so already, whenever you're entering a listing into the MLS, be very selective of the words that you choose in the property description, and I'll tell you why. Google loves that. So while you're describing the property, I would include places of interest, like the subdivision name, school names, parks, points of interest, and tag the photos, because Google sees that as relevant information and content and could place that property and information higher as a listing tied to those specific properties and places of interest that you include in your description. Very helpful. Back to our company website, BHHSFloridaRealty.com. There are 2 places, property search, where all of our listings display, as well as realtors. Again, you can quickly find your listings always at bhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number. It works for any property that we have actively listed on our website or in the MLS. As a PRIMA agent, you also want to promote to your seller the property details page at yourprimawebsite.com, whatever your domain name is, /MLS number. And this will take you to PRIMA agent information, property details, community information, trends, the share button like we had talked about, where you can share your listing easily and quickly, not only to your seller, but also promote on your social media platforms. Whenever we say go directly to that listing website, we mean in the address search bar. So if you have your default internet search browser set up maybe to Google like it is here, the top address bar is where you would enter bhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number. You would not put it in the search box. And you can go directly to that property details page for that listing. Again, that works on the company site, the national website, and as a PRIMA agent, your PRIMA website domain as well. This is the path of a listing that I talked about. This demonstrates what happens to your listing after you put it into the MLS. This is a very helpful PDF whenever you're on a listing appointment where you can show your sellers exactly where you're going to market their property online and what happens to it after you enter it into the MLS. I guarantee no other broker is showing them this information in this format. You can find it, like I said, on our intranet at www.floridarealtyintranet.com. And you can enter the company username, which is the same throughout all of our 42 offices, which is Florida Realty, and then the company password is just your local 75 number for your office. If you don't know what that is, you can always ask your branch office manager or your branch office administrator, and I'm sure they're happy to provide that number for you. It could be 7522, 7529, 7533, whatever it is. That is the password to log you in. You can also go directly to our intranet from our company website, scrolling to the bottom and clicking on our intranet tab. Our intranet is also mobile enabled, so if you happen to be on the go and need a PDF that you wanted to show to your sellers, all you need to do is click on Login, and it will take you in a mobile-friendly version way. As indicated, there is, once you're logged into our intranet, you go to Market My Listings and Listing Presentation Materials, and there are tons of resources for you to include as part of your listing proposal or information if you wanted to share with your buyers as well. On the home page, you can easily access our path of a listing. We put that there, but we also have our digital flip books. These are digital magazines which has our brand book, our listing presentation book, our marketing resources. On the Marketing Resources digital magazine, it pretty much reviews everything that I'm talking about in the webinar today in a digital magazine format where you can download the PDF and reference anytime you need to. And these are just examples of what our digital flip books and digital magazines look like. And if you haven't seen them already, I would highly suggest you check it out. Florida Realty Listing Book. You may have seen the hard copies of these in your offices, but this is a really cool way if you're getting ready to go on a listing appointment. After you set up the appointment, you may want to just send this link directly to your sellers that you made the appointment with and have them check it out ahead of time so they can review some of your services, learn a little bit more about you and your company, and how you can position their property to maximize the exposure to get their home or property sold very quickly. Our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing program, we hope that you take advantage of this. This is a unique program designed especially for you and your luxury properties. And we partner with the DuPont Registry, again, one of the top luxury publications known in the world. And we print our version of our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing program and our magazine, our 44-page magazine, quarterly. And whenever we have our standalone magazines, we also take advantage and insert it directly in the DuPont Registry for their global exposure as well. You can find all of our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing materials on our intranet undermarket your listings in the Special Luxury Collection of Florida area. And it has an overview of the program, which is 100% company paid. And we also have a Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Review webinar coming up later this month that's hosted by Michelle Serrano, who is our Luxury Collection Manager here at our Sales Support Center in Sunrise. So we hope that you take advantage, just kind of have an overview refresher of what the program is, so whenever you are on a listing appointment for a luxury property, you can offer this type of enhanced, incredible luxury exposure and marketing, all company paid. We also have a previous recorded session available on our YouTube channel as well. Michelle records all of her sessions too, so if you can't make this one in January 20th from 11 to 11:30, you can always reference it back on our YouTube channel. We also on our intranet have a link to all of our preferred service partners, so we hope you check it out. One of those is Paradym and Visual Tour. Visual Tour changed their name to Paradym, but the tours are still called Visual Tours. And we partner with them to hopefully make your lives a little bit easier. We automatically create tours for you on all of your listings. All you need to do is have at least 6 photos in the MLS. There's no extra work for you. Price and status changes are automatically updated on your tours, but you can always log in to your personal Paradym account with your login and password, edit your tours, enhance your tours, create any kind of tours you want to, whether they're personal promotion tours, community tours, maybe tours if you're working with a buyer specifically and you want to make a tour just for them. You can do that through your Paradym account. There's unlimited photos and capabilities available to you through your Paradym account. We hope you take advantage of it. Their customer support is second to none. They are on call waiting for you, and they were happy to assist you with learning more about the capabilities of your Paradym account, as well as helping you create your social media profile and sending all of your tours directly to your social media as well. And you can easily contact them at their support line. There's also a mobile app, so if you haven't downloaded the mobile app for Paradym, I encourage you to do that as well, because on your mobile device you can log into your account, show your sellers what kind of marketing you can quickly do for them and get their property online and exposed as quickly as possible. Pretty cool service. You can now add video to your tours as well. Our next Paradym training webinar specifically for you, our sales professionals, is scheduled for Wednesday, January 18th from 1 to 1:30. And this one is just making changes to automatically created tours. So you may want to check it out. We also partner with Paradym. If you're not familiar with Paradym, one thing. On the Paradym system, it is all company paid, so it's an added benefit for you. So again, we hope and encourage you to take advantage of it. Paradym is another company paid service, and Paradym is just simply a conversational marketing tool. We have training videos available on papanote.com. Back to Papanote, you can easily stay in touch with fun and interesting facts on just daily stuff. They are just emails just to spark conversation with your contacts that can connect your consumers back to your News Hub page to read the full article or connect with you. It's just a fun and easy way to stay in touch with your contacts. RPR, we also partner with RPR, where we brand all of our RPR reports with our company information. If you're not familiar with RPR, please create an account, get to know them. They are one of the most powerful property marketing analysis tools that we have. It tells the story of a home, neighborhood, or city beyond the listing. It compiles all of the information revolving around subject parcels from the web into one easy-to-use system that conveys the information in an agent-centric and brandable way. These reports will blow your customers away. If you're going on a listing appointment, log into your RPR account, put in that property address, and you'll be amazed at all of the detailed property and area information that you can provide. There's also an RPR app that you can download and have on your phone if you're out and about and get information on any of the properties available. It's also a great way if you're working with a buyer to show them, it will show them, heat maps if you wanted to drill down to hot market areas that they're looking in. The RPR support desk is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it really works on realtor time, and they are at your service. The phone number is on the screen, but if you just go to narrpr.com and either sign up or just get started and be a little bit more familiar with what's available to you as a realtor and our company. We also have a personal concierge service for all of your buyers, sellers, and renters. This is one place, hopefully, to make your life easier. We encourage you, whenever you're working with a buyer or seller, send them this link, Florida Realty Concierge. They are there and ready to assist your customers with their moving services, connecting with a utility company, maybe cell phone, maybe local magazines, maybe a moving internet cable provider. Whatever it is, the Florida Concierge Service can help them and assist them with their moving and hopefully making it easier for them because one call can handle all of their moving services. Training schedule can be found at floridarealtycareers.com or also floridarealtytraining.com. And you can find a lot of our resources, like on RPR, there's training videos, Express Docs, Paradym, Papa Notes. You can find this easily at floridarealtycareers.com training schedule or floridarealtytraining.com. Let's talk about the Resource Center. BHHS Resource Center, BHHSresource.com is the intranet for all of the Berkshire Hathaway affiliates nationwide. So for all 42,000 of you, every one of us has an account with a username and password. The affiliate assistance has a hotline that is available to you to answer any questions you may have on the Resource Center, and they're available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And there's their phone number. I call them all the time. They're so knowledgeable and helpful. So whenever you log in, if you don't already have an account or not sure of your account, please see your branch office manager or your branch office administrator, and they can help you. Whenever you log in, I just want to give you a couple of tips. You want to do some things. You want to, first time you log in, or if you haven't been there in a while, click on My Profile and make sure all of your contact information is correct. There's also a link to the top stories, so you can stay in touch and know everything that's going on within the Berkshire Hathaway network, because there's always helpful articles that you may want to share with your consumers. There's also networking groups that are available, and these are important because it allows you to, between equestrian, LGBT, luxury collection specialists, multicultural, resort and recreation specialists, you can sign up to be part of the majority of these networking groups. And the reason why this is important, because whenever you have a listing or on a listing appointment, you can tell your potential seller that you network with all of the other Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales professionals nationally, and you will let them know that their property is now available, especially if it falls into one of those networking categories. You can download these networking group lists and import them into your marketing resource database and quickly and easily send and connect to all of these sales professionals nationally. It's a very powerful way to market and also gain referrals. So back to the homepage, BHHSresource.com. You also want to click on Marketing Resource. Marketing Resource is your one-stop online location for marketing materials, including a monthly newsletter. Berkshire Hathaway every month, kind of about the 25th of every month, they update the newsletter for the following month. There's always great tips and great articles that are already professionally written and available to you. All you need to do is click on it and send it out to your database, loaded in Marketing Resource. You can customize it. You can take out some of the articles if you want to. Just however you choose, this newsletter is available for you. There's also a resume available to you. So if you've ever wanted an online resume, you can build your online resume and have it available, and whenever you meet a new customer or are getting ready to go on a listing appointment, you may want to just shoot them over your resume. It comes in a professionally looking, tailored to you. This is just an example of an e-card that is available in Marketing Resource. And what's nice about the Just Listed and Just Sold Properties templates or flyer templates is that we integrate this with the MLS. So whenever you log into Marketing Resource and you want to send out a Just Listed e-card, all you need to do is select the MLS property that you want to create that e-card for, and it will automatically pull in the photos for that listing, the address, and the details. And you can either keep it as is or adjust it. So in just a couple of clicks, you can quickly and easily create the marketing materials you need after you take a listing. So you can send them out to your database or just send them to the printer to get printed in case of a brochure. There's also the video app. It's called Videolicious, and we hope you take advantage of this as well because video is huge. Today's consumer relies on video. They love video, and you can create videos on new listings, market updates, maybe promoting your latest market research in your farm area, and you can quickly and easily do it, branded to you. And the reason why you want to use the Videolicious app to do this is that it integrates seamlessly with Marketing Resource. So once you create a video on your smartphone, save it, send it, it will automatically appear in your Marketing Resource Center where you can include it in a very cool e-card and send it out to your database, or specifically to one person if you need to. All right, back to the home page of BHHSresource.com. Another one of the links is Lead Resource. This will take you over to our dashboard with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty. We customize the dashboard just for our sales professionals. So whenever you log in and you click on that Services tab, you're going to see a link to all of our partners that we have designed and pretty much everything we talked about today. There's links directly to those resources, such as Paradym, Popanote, RPR, even Toolkit CMA, BHT, Wiki Realty, ExpressDoc, YouTube channel, our brand book, our Claris Market Metrics account. All of those services are available to you on the Services tab, where you can quickly reference them and get what you need. The first time you log in, you may want to go to Personal Profile and ensure all of your contact information as well as your photo is correctly displayed. Within your dashboard, there's a quick email feature if you needed to send a quick email to anybody. There's an action plan manager if you wanted to stay in touch with your customers or assign any of your customers, whether they're selling or buying, to action plans to stay in touch, or even create your customers for life. You can quickly and easily do that in the Marketing tab under Action Plan Manager. There's really cool neighborhood reports that you can create. The Seller Advantage program is located here. Contact Manager, if you wanted to use this as the CRM. And the Contact Manager actually is where you would manage leads that come in from the national website or your PRIMA website or the company website. So this is very important, and you'll want to be familiar with the Contact Manager in your Lead Resource dashboard. Now let's talk a little bit about the new PRIMA website. For all of our PRIMA members, and we're super excited about the new responsive design website. Just a couple of features I wanted to touch on is that we have the new construction tab, and this gets automatically updated from the builder. So you never have to worry about outdated information. There's always new builders coming online, and we partner with New Construction Hub to provide this data for you. On the News tab, we link directly to your Rain Agent Video Resource Center. And this is where customers can also easily sign up for a monthly newsletter, quickly and easily. We also added a What's Your Home Worth? And this is kind of the Zestimate that consumers kind of find on Zillow, but they can also get an estimate of what their home's value is quickly and easily provided by you on your website. We also added a Google Translator at the bottom, as well as it being a responsive design for mobile devices. And what that means for you is no matter what device or platform your consumer's looking at your website on, the experience will always be the same. So there's just an example of what the new construction looks like. The Video Resource Center, the link to subscribe to my newsletter so you know where to find it. The Google Translator at the bottom of your footer of your website, and the responsive design. Again, once you log into BHHSresource.com, you'll have access to all the tools in BHHSresource.com and now Lead Resource, which will link over to my desk. And the Services tab is just a review of pretty much everything we talked about today. Again, BHHSresource.com, Lead Resource, and it links you over. So let's talk about commercial. We have commercial sales professionals within our company. We want to make sure that we provide you with top-notch commercial resources as well. So if you do commercial real estate, you want to make sure that you have the commercial resource user role from BHHSresource.com. And if you don't, whenever you click on this link, if you don't already have access but you do commercial real estate or are thinking about it, please see your branch office manager or administrator, and they will make sure that you have the correct user role to be able to link to this. And it's directly on the resource links from the homepage. This takes you over to the commercial resource dashboard. Again, you want to make sure that you set up your profile correctly because that's what powers the BHHSCRE.com, which is Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices national website for commercial services. If you have a commercial property, you also want to enter that in the dashboard with all of the information because it will also appear on BHHSCRE.com. And whenever you do so, it will syndicate to all of the commercial partners. Back to the BHHSresource.com homepage. We talked about a lot of stuff today, but the good thing is we have a lot of help and webinars and resources available to you, including the Learn Center. You quickly and easily get to the Learn Center by going back to the homepage, clicking on Learn Center Resource, and that takes you here. Classes are always available. You can find the latest classes by just clicking on the calendar, and it will pull up the calendar for that month. You can go to next month too, but let's take a look at this month as an example. You have to register in advance for all the classes that are listed, but these are amazing classes, and I encourage you, if you just put it on your calendar at the beginning of the month to sign up for at least one class every single month, you'll be amazed at how much it positively affects your business at the end of the year. Just a couple of the classes that they offer from a national standpoint. There's Marketing Resource 1. It's just getting started. So if you're not familiar with Marketing Resource or you need a quick refresher, on January 23rd, there is a class for that. I encourage you to sign up. And just on a side note, all of the times that are listed on the website are in Pacific Standard Time because they're located in Irvine, California. So just tack on 3 hours to what's ever listed. I think the webinar session that's listed on the 23rd says 8 o'clock in the morning. That means 11 o'clock our time. Another good one that I saw that you may want to sign up for is the Videolicious training on January 30th and how marketing videos made easy. That would be a fabulous one as well. Another one that you may want to check out if you're available is going global, leveraging the BHHS global website in your local market, and that's on January 31st. So these are just a couple of them. I encourage you to go sign up for as many classes as you want, or if you just stick to one a month, you'll thank me at the end of the year. That was a lot of information to cover, but just to recap, on BHHSresource.com, you want to update your profile in 4 places. On the homepage profile, marketing resource profile, lead resource profile, and the commercial resource profile, which applies to commercial resource users. We have a helpful links guide that can easily be used as a reference for you of pretty much everything we reviewed today. From our brand book, our listing book, our concierge service, our luxury collection of Florida magazine, the resource center, our intranet, form simplicity, Pop-A-Note, Express Docs, all of this in one easy-to-use document, which can be found at floridarealtymarketing.com. However, just by attending today, later on, I will send you this PDF just as a helpful sheet that you can always use as a reference. There's also online relocation guides if you wanted to add a link to your website too. We also have a password keeper. We have a lot of tools and resources available to you as a company. It's hard to keep track of all your username and passwords. So I'll also send you, as a thank you for attending today's session, a password keeper. And this has links to all of our resources where you can actually write down your username and password and either save it as a document on your computer or print it out and keep it with you. I suggest having a couple of copies just in case. So as a reminder, we have Impact Day webinar every other month. Our next one is Wednesday, February 1st from 10:30 to 12:30. You can register for Impact Day at floridarealtytraining.com. And Impact Day is just an overview from our regional vice presidents, the head of our relocation company, the head of our a representative from our title company, and myself. That's just a good reminder of all the tools and resources that we have available to you with being part of our company. Even if you've taken Impact Day before, maybe you haven't taken one in a while, I encourage you to join us if possible. You can do it from home or in the office, and you can sign up at floridarealtytraining.com. Thank you for attending the Marketing Overview webinar today. As mentioned, the session is recorded, and I'll make it available to you on our YouTube channel. And I have this session every single month. Typically, it's every first Friday of every month at 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining us, and I don't see any questions, so I hope you have a very nice weekend. Have a great day.